Rescue Bear quickly gets agitated after learning the way she's supposed to hibernate. While you might enjoy stealing a couple hours of shut-eye during a busy workday, bears take their sleep schedule to the next level. In the midst of icy winters, they drop into a state of hibernation, staying bundled up in their dens for months on end to save energy. However, there isn't really an instruction manual for bears looking to get their seasonal snooze on, and hibernation isn't as easy as simply settling down and going to sleep. In fact, one bear with a tragic history actually had an unprecedented experience the first time she felt nature's call, and experts could barely believe what they saw. If you've only seen bears in Disney movies or at the zoo, they seem like adorable, happy creatures. Life in nature, however, can be quite a bit tougher. Just ask Luna. Luna, a brown bear, probably lost her parents to poachers as a cub. While no one is exactly sure what her childhood was like, she quickly found herself in a terrible situation. Rather than living in nature, Luna grew up in Albania's Aulona amusement park. While it's assumed she was illegally brought to the park by hunters, things only got worse in captivity. While most bears live in the forest with ample space, food, and social interaction, Luna had none of that. She resided in a cramped cage, surrounded by tourists and unfamiliar noises. It was a terrible place. For 3 long years, Luna called the theme park home. But one day, several new visitors came to see her. While she'd learned to ignore the children surrounding her cage, these people were different. Four Paws, an international animal welfare organization, learned of Luna's plight. They agreed that an amusement park was no place for a bear and weren't going to let the situation stand any longer. Four Paws initially reached out to the park and asked if they would free Luna. Understandably, the ownership wasn't prepared to let their animal attraction simply leave. There was another way to free the bear, though. With help from local authorities, Four Paws went to the amusement park to see Luna. They were joined by a veterinary inspector who confirmed that the cage was no place for a bear. They tranquilized Luna, fit her with a tracking microchip, and carried her into a waiting van. It might have been momentarily unpleasant, but she was on her way to a new life. While Luna had no idea where she was going, her rescuers had a plan. The bear was being transported over 2,000 kilometers to the northern edge of continental Europe. But what was waiting for her? Luna found herself in Germany, between the cities of Berlin and Hamburg. It was an alien environment to her, but Four Paws knew exactly what they were doing. Before long, the big moment arrived. They'd taken her to bear sanctuary Müritz to live in comfort. After 3 long years trapped in a cramped amusement park cage, Luna was returning to nature. Cautiously, she sniffed the air. Once she realized where she was, Luna immediately settled into her new home. Instinct took over, and before long she was running through the grass as if she'd never left. One day, however, Luna started feeling strange. While she'd spent most of her life in captivity, she had inescapable bear urges. There was something that she needed to do. The German winter was approaching, so Luna needed to hibernate. For the first time in her adult life, she had to find her own den and settle down for a long winter's nap. Since this was such an important moment, Luna decided that she couldn't sleep in just any cave. She was going to build her own den. She found the right spot and started digging. Luna's massive paws made quick work of the dirt, and before long she dug out a perfect den. But the bear wasn't satisfied. There was still more work to be done. Luna actually started digging a second den. Whether she was making up for lost time or simply trying to create her dream bedroom, the result was the same. She now had 2 choices for her hibernation location. Her efforts paid off, and Luna was able to spend her first winter outside of a cage, cozily tucked into her own den. When spring came, she was ready to do it all again. Luna hibernated last winter for the first time from the beginning of January until the end of March. Jetta Lipaja of Four Paws said. The chances are that this year she'll hibernate earlier. Please share this with your friends and family.